There's free education in Kogi State.
Really?
Yes, in some schools, like I think UB schools.
Oh.
I think it was implemented by the last government, Governor Yabelo.
Oh, really?
So at first I heard that UB schools are free, but I was not really sure about it. So I tried to pay a visit to Subeb, and also there was a consultant that told me about it, that there's free education here in Kogi State.
For all the students or part of the students?
Basic education.
Oh, that's nice.
Basic education. Okay.
When people make statements like education is not for everyone, what do you think about that statement?
The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by the guests on this platform are solely those of the individual speaking and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or official stance of 360 Studios, its parent company, affiliates, or employees. 360 Studios provides a platform for open dialogue and diverse perspectives, but does not endorse or take responsibility for any statements made by guests during the show.
The Kogi State Children Parliament is under the Ministry of Women Affairs, and we have a representative in person of Honorable Fatima right here in the studio to give us a proper information guide and pattern to the way this thing should be run. Hello, Honorable.
Hello.
It feels good to call you Honorable.
Yeah, feels good to be called honorable too. I feel honored to be an honorable member of the Kogi State Children's Parliament.
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Honorable Isa Fatima Umar. I'm a child parliamentarian and a child development advocate. I am currently the SSA to the Speaker, Kogi State Children's Parliament, and the Chairperson, Committee on Information and National Orientation. I am also a member of the National Children's Parliament, where I'm currently the National Clerk of the House.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
I must commend you.
Thank you.
Evidence choke.
Abby?
Yes. It's obvious. Aside the fact that you're beautiful,
Thank you.
you're properly dressed. You're good to go. You're smart. I can say that. I mean, it's obvious. So well seated.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the studio. So let's talk about the Children Parliament. Everything that has to do with it, the challenge, everything we don't open an eye. Everywhere when I say Kogi State supposed to mouth, because whether you like it or not, politicians, whether young or old, if you never born, you go soon born. Do you understand? So there is always a place for your child.
Yeah.
Do you get? There's always a place for the children, and that is why I must really commend the state government for this. I don't know how long you people have been running, but it's a great thing. How long have you people been running this?
We've been running this set, or like the parliament from start.
The parliament from start.
Okay, so the Kogi State Child Rights Act was implemented in 2009, and the parliament was set up since then.
Okay.
So since then, there's been a children's parliament here in Kogi State till now.
Okay, that's nice. I must really commend the government.
Yeah.
So, for a lot of you out there who feel like the children of Kogi State have been neglected, or there's an abuse somewhere, or there is something that has not been attended to, or what have you, anything where you want to talk as far as just they related to children, in politics too.
Yeah.
We are here to talk about it. Honorable Fatima, come prepared, though. And this is me hosting her, and I believe that a lot of information will be passed across to us. Just stay tuned, and let's get into the deal. So the first question I have for you is, how do you guys promote the children parliament, the children participation rather, sorry. How do you promote the children participation in this Kogi State?
Okay.
Or how do you intend to do it? Or how have you been doing it? Or how are you doing it? Do you get the point now? So please answer me.
Okay, so the Children's Parliament is, as she said earlier, is an intentional attempt to promote child participation.
Okay.
Because here we have 4 clusters.
All right.
Of child rights. So we have the child survival, child participation, child protection, and child development. So I think they notice that people actually pay attention to survival. Like some people go out to feed the needy and all of that, protection, development. So like child participation. Now they are doing all these things, but children don't have a voice. Children do not contribute in things that concerns them. So that's why I think they put up the parliament to promote child participation. Okay, so now the Kogi State Children's Parliament promote child participation mostly by our social media.
Okay.
Yeah, we put some content out there, and like sometimes even for the parents, because we know sometimes the children are not on social media. But like when we post things about children, at least the parents can like see and learn and relearn from them. And we also carry out programs, outreaches to school, where we like talk to children about their rights and stuff like that. So promoting child participation, I think it starts from the parliament. Like, the parliament should be well promoted first because, like, we speak for the children. We are like their major voice, their apex house, and anything concerning children, the children's parliament should be brought first. So we promote child participation by going for outreaches and even like maybe sometimes speaking to parents.
Okay, that's very important.
Yeah.
It has a way of helping out. I mean, speaking to parents because the first training ground is the house of a child, and the first proper tutor is the parents of a child, right? So I must commend you for that. Now, what are the basic issues affecting the children in Kogi State? So far, so good that you've been in office, or your predecessors, they've told you guys, oh, this is our research, this is what we have come to analyze, this is what we know. So tell me about the basic issues that children in Kogi State are facing.
So, education, lack of education here in Kogi State. It is also known that in northern Nigeria, Kogi State has like a very reasonable amount of children going to school. Like in northern Nigeria, you know that, Kogi people go to school. But because we have a large number of people going to school, we cannot neglect the ones who are not going to school.
That's very true.
And if you even look at this, if you go out to see, you will know that there are also a large number of people not going to school. But compared to those going to school, it is minimal. But there's still like a large number of people not going to school. And also, there's something I found out recently.
Okay, tell me.
There's free education in Kogi State.
Really?
Yes, in some schools, like I think UB schools. I think it was implemented by the last government, Governor Yabelo.
Oh, really?
So at first I heard that UB schools are free, but I was not really sure about it. So I tried to pay a visit to Subeb, and also there was a consultant that told me about it, that there's free education here in Kogi State.
For all the students or part of the students?
Basic education.
Oh, that's nice.
Basic education. So I think most people need to know more about this, because there are some parents who do not have the means to sponsor their children to school, so they can also enroll their children in those schools now if they know about it.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
When people make statements like education is not for everyone, what do you think about that statement?
Okay, so education is not for everyone. I think that's wrong.
Okay.
Because I would like to speak in the words of my deputy speaker, the national deputy speaker.
Okay.
That's Right Honorable Ibrahim Zena Sunoma. He says, education is the only tool with which the child of a peasant farmer can become the most celebrated icon. And myself personally, I believe that education is not like you going to school to like learn a career and stuff like that. I don't think that's what education is, because I went to school. I'm going to school. They taught me chemistry. They taught me biology. They taught me different things that I'm like, I'm not going for medicine. But here I am now. I know that I know that there are chemicals in food. I know that there are some things that are not good for the body. So education is not like for you to go learn things that you like use for a career, because we have people that are doing vocational skills and are still making it. People are doing business, people are even studying business administration and all of that.
Yeah, true.
So education, like, it gives you
a sense of belonging.
Yeah, a sense of belonging.
Knowing.
Because mono, like, if you see picking where go school and picking where no go school, you gonna know the one where get sense pass.
You gonna know the difference.
You
like
know,
7-Up, the difference is clear.
So we know, like, education is something like, it's a cardinal for every child. It's like the starting point. It's not about like going to school like, oh, I want to be a nurse, I want to go and do all of this. No, not that.
Being in the four walls of the school environment is important.
It's open your mind, like it will broaden your horizon. So I also like to speak on neglect. Neglect is one thing most people do not pay attention to.
Okay, tell me about this.
Funny enough, if you like go to a classroom, let's say a classroom of 100 students, you're going to find at least 50 students who are like have emotional trauma. Neglect from maybe parents or even people in the
guardian. Okay.
So most times now parents think when they provide things for you, like you are eating good and they provide TV for you, that's all. But like they don't even have time to speak to their children. They don't know the issues affecting them. Because most times when we even speak about exploitation and all of that, it's because the parents were not even aware from the start. And sometimes the way parents speak to their children, it's like, it lingers in their mind. So all of those things can also cause emotional trauma. So neglect is also one of the things.
Before you go to the next thing, have you had a case scenario that you're aware of? Maybe because of the outreach that you had, you got to be informed about somebody saying, oh, I've been neglected, but my parents are not aware that I'm neglected. And they did neglect me. I don't know if you get the point. Now, they are saying it, but their parents, both parents, or just a parent, is not even aware. Have you had any scenario that you want to share, or maybe you've heard, maybe somebody told you, or you've had an experience with somebody and then they share their story in maybe emotional trauma, mental trauma, or what have you? Do you have any?
Well, I've had someone speak about that, but I would not like to go into the details of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The essence of it, you may not call the person's name,
Yeah.
but the essence of it is for our viewers to understand where we're coming from and where we're driving at, because we are going to have a lot of conversations on this. So sometimes when we say things from experience, like I said before, when we say things because somebody has told us, or because we've been in the shoes, or because we have an idea what it feels like, it's easier to pass the information to somebody listening. You get the point?
Yeah.
So the fact that you're going to talk about that particular thing doesn't mean you're going to call the person name or refer to the person or call the family identity. You get. So, but I just wanted you to say, oh, I have a first-hand experience, or I know somebody. Do you get somebody close to me? You don't have to call. You have a lot of people in your space. I cannot think the exact person you're talking about. So I wouldn't mind if you want to share.
Okay, so about the neglect, right?
Yeah, please.
So for this person, the parents were like, she's not the only child.
Okay.
Like they always like told things to her, like, you're not the only child, so you can just do anything you like, and
I have others to take care of too.
Yeah, I have others to take care of. So like they don't listen to her, and most times like they just like demotivate her, even when she's doing things right. They're like, oh, that's not enough and all of that. They don't like give her the encouragement that she needs. Even when like she does something good, they're like, oh, you could have done better. So like there's no encouragement, there's nothing. They don't even commend her for things she does, but they're always like putting her down.
And
like
it has
her
a way of reducing her energy.
Yeah.
It has a way of diminishing her potential.
Yeah,
what
because she will think like no matter what she does, like it won't be good enough.
Yeah.
It won't be good. So that would also affect her psychologically.
Yeah.
And also
true.
the pain of knowing that your parents don't actually, like the things you do, they don't commend you and all of that. So
I think I have an idea what you're talking about, because a lot of parents out there, they do this a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, and they don't know the damage that it causes.
Yeah, to the child.
To the child. Yes. A lot of them don't know. They just feel like, and that's why make I even drop English. Una too they born a problem. Because you can't tell me that I have just 2 children and I'll tell you I born others, they not be only you.
Yeah. Because
you are just 2 of you. What do you want? Tell me, I'm gonna do it for you. You get the point. So I feel like one of the things that I'm not saying when I no go born, but I feel like giving birth to 12 children,
and like you made the conscious decision
do
to
you
give birth
get
to the
so
child.
if somebody says something to me that if somebody is not willing to take care of the children you're about to make, don't give birth to them.
Yeah.
If you know you're not going to take responsibility for your actions, you're not going to take your responsibility towards the child, please don't give birth to them, because I don't understand. Anyways, everybody can default. I'm sounding as a single lady, but then you can just be surprised in the next 5 years, 10 years, I'm saying, oh, I didn't know this. You understand?
Yeah.
There is something that ignorance does. It makes the person do things that they are not aware that they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. There's no consciousness that
there's
is
no
wrong.
consciousness, yeah.
So if
They
the
don't sound
child
like
that
they're
now
doing
knows,
something.
so that's why this other part comes in. A parent that listens.
Yeah.
Some parents don't listen. I feel like it's a busy schedule. Sometimes
Yeah,
because they're
sometimes.
busy, they don't always have time for the children, so they don't always listen. And sometimes it's because they're harsh.
Yeah, sometimes they're harsh.
It has a lot to do with. I believe that you are learning, and we're going to get better. Kogi must be great.
Yeah,
According
it
to
must.
Honorable Jumabi, Kogi must be great, and we're believing that. So, aside neglect, something else you want to talk about?
For now, I think I lost track of.
You lost track.
Yeah.
We're coming back. Let's go on a short break. When we're back, Honorable Fatima will give us that thing that she lost. She'll bring it back. All right, welcome back. If this is the first video you're watching on Media Nest Podcast 360 Studios, my name is Omodide Precious. I'm speaking with Omodide Born, and I dey glow today for studio because Honorable Fatima sit down with me for studio. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, we dey come back. So if you've been following, like you watched the first part of the program, you would understand some of the basic things that she has talked about, and I know that she has so much to talk about. And if she doesn't mention this one, I go tell Luna. But let me just allow her to go ahead. So aside neglect, aside education, what other thing do you think is a basic that they are doing like this in Kogi State?
Sexual abuse.
Okay.
Sexual abuse.
I was
that
going
one.
to go there.
Like,
Okay.
it's not really loud, but like it happens.
It happens.
It happens, and people do not report it that much
Why do you think?
because of stigma. Because of stigma, sometimes from the family, like relatives, extended family, and sometimes even just from the society. So, sexual abuse. It's surprising, like to see the. I've met like a 19-year-old that have given birth to 2 children. Like,
Ow.
which time did she born the first one? Like, Seriously, I have. So actually, she wanted to lie about her age and all that, but at the end of the day, it was
You
like,
got to find out.
yeah, I was at the ministry
Okay.
on this day, so I was at child department, and she walked in with like a baby
Okay.
behind. And what even brought the matter to light was that the man who impregnated her was the father of the 2 kids,
Okay.
and like he has not reached out to the family for like 6 months or
That
more.
means he didn't marry her.
Yeah, he didn't. And I'm even surprised how she got pregnant again for the same man. And funny enough, again, her father was the one taking care of the kids. So her father has been the one taking care of the kids. And
she still gets to visit the man.
I think the man was not like responding to any of the family's calls and all of that. So maybe they don't have money to feed the children anymore. So that's why they brought the matter to the ministry to like take charge of it and like get to find the man and all of that, because the man even left Kogi State at that point. He was no longer in Kogi State. He was no longer picking their calls and all of that. So that what brought the matter to light. So maybe if something as critical as that did not happen, no one would have known. Because for 2 children to have, I think the second one was like a year old, I think. So many times I just like go to the ministry and just see people walking in and those kind of things.
I feel like they even try to make it a norm. Like, I mean, the victims, maybe it happens once and then it happens the other time. And I mean, some people are victims of rape.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But some of them don't talk about
They
it.
don't speak about it.
Is it because, do you think it's because they don't get listening ears, or because they don't have people who are going to take the matter like really tough? Do you get?
That also brings something I want to say.
Okay, please.
So I think even all of these issues of sexual abuse for underage children, I think that should be brought up to the parliament. The ministry is supposed to like report those cases to the parliament, because like we are supposed to know about those issues. We are the ones who are representing them. We are the ones advocating for them. We're supposed to like take sittings on those matters. If we're going to create new policies or how we want the government to manage those issues.
Yeah.
So those kind of stuff supposed to be brought up to the parliament. But we just like get to hear them. Maybe someone just walks in and like is talking about it whenever we go to the ministry. So I think that's another thing that's supposed to like be checked, because the parliament has not been getting a lot of engagements.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. On the percentage level, how many percent would you say you guys are being known? Like, do people really know or identify with you guys on the percentage level, so that we don't go so far? How do you think that people are aware of your office, what you do, how you go about it, and the engagement? Do they commit to you guys? Do they support, and what have you? Can you talk about it?
not so much.
Okay.
Not so much. So I would even like to start from before I joined the parliament.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know there was a parliament in Kogi State. Like there was the first, the second, the third, and fourth. I did not know about the parliament. So I think even now, I think we are just even like trying to get more people to know us. I think it's just now people are even like trying to get to know us. But on the percentage level, barely 30.
Oh.
Barely 30, because sometimes when we even go to offices, we have to go and like introduce ourselves to them, and maybe when they hear the parliament in the name, that's when like they like pick interest, and they're like, oh, parliament. That's when like they pick interest. Or maybe when you go and introduce yourself as honorable, that's when like they want to listen to you.
To what you have to
So
say.
maybe if I was just like an advocate, just a girl growing up at home as a child advocate, I was not in the parliament. What if I go to such spaces and they do not listen to me? Because I've ever been at an office and I was just like, I'm honorable, it's a Fatima. Well, like, oh, honorable, oh, please sit. Like the way he welcomed me was, even though it's supposed to be so, because like you need to honor an honorable, but they need to give such
honorable.
Yeah.
It's honored here now.
So they need to give such treatment to like other advocates, because like they are actually speaking up for people.
Yeah.
So on the percentage level, the parliament is barely 30% known, even here in Kogi State. I think most people who even know it are like people in the state capital here.
Okay.
I think if you go to other local government, they don't know anything about
what it is and how
they don't know
it
anything
goes.
about it. So support, engagement is not been going well at all, because sometimes we even like have to use our own money to do basic things. So like, even to print letterhead, like we have to use our money, different things going up and down the ministry and all of that stuff. So
Sorry. I have to cut you right here. So sorry.
Yeah.
Are you being paid for doing this job?
Not really. I think
really,
during
in what
our
sense?
inauguration,
Okay.
during our inauguration, there were promises of like stipends and allowances for as like for honorable members, it's supposed to be allowances.
Yeah.
But today it's nothing. We received nothing.
So now,
Yeah, nothing at all.
why do you think so?
I think they did not prioritize it. They did not prioritize it, and maybe it was in the budget, but it was not disbursed or.
Why would something be in a budget and it is not attended to?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. I really don't know much about politics, to be honest. But I have an idea that when something is budgeted, there is always a result shown for that. So this is us calling out the state government that please, you have to look into the children parliament space. Very, very important. Everyone who identifies with the students, identifies with the children, identifies with youth, identify with what have you, teenagers and everything.
Anything development, society development,
basically.
yeah.
We have to look into this because person will be saying walk not to wash hand, no go wash head.
Yeah.
Person when walk not to wash leg, no go wear clothes. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Everybody has their roles, duties, responsibilities and what have you, guys.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel like this matter needs to be looked upon.
Yeah.
Looked into.
Definitely.
And looked under.
Yeah. Because
very, very important. Because
how would the next parliament be?
that's another question.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you're talking about it now, it's an eye opener for people to know this is what is going on. And I feel like after this video, by the grace of God, the government will look into it.
Yeah.
And they will have an idea. So I want to know, how have you been able to address some of the things, that's the challenge that you have faced as a member, as a representative, or as a team member of the council? How have you been able to address some of the things that didn't go well or has not been going well?
Personally, I would say the parliament has, or should I say, the way the parliament has been running, it discouraged a lot of members. I can tell you that, like, most of them do not even like really have interest in this anymore. A large number. It's just few of us who are like trying to push up the parliament. And
why are they shying out?
we've done a lot of things that, like, at the end of the day, do not get tended to. Try to reach out and different things, but we don't get support we need. Sometimes we don't even get a listening ear. Because I think as the Children's Parliament, as the apex house for deliberating on children's issues, anything that concerns children, like, should be brought to us. Anything concerning children, like, we are the apex, we are the head. So we need to be like
Aware.
We need to be aware of these things
Informed,
happening,
right?
and they also need to recognize us. They also need to recognize us.
Recognition is important.
Yeah. So just few of us have been trying to move this parliament forward, and as a member, how I've been trying to address all these challenges is I just try to do it. And I think sometimes when I'm like, oh, maybe I should just postpone this thing and all this kind of stuff, or maybe I have an idea and I'm like, would this get done? Would they accept and all of that? I have a few people who, like, they make me motivated to do it, and like we work together. So I think teamwork has really helped me, because like the few of us who are pushing this have like been working together, being a means of motivation for each other. Because at the end of the day, one person must like be, should I say, exhausted, or might not be feeling it anymore. So like,
but in
it's
between
just
you can encourage yourself.
and just like we just need one person. You don't even need to like, oh, we need just bring anything about the parliament and like we are up again. So that's how I'll be able to manage, and I think God too.
Yeah,
God too.
That's the number one thing. God.
And also the children. Like when we see the set of them, we're like, no, we know we have to do something. We took an oath of office, so even if the stakeholders are not helping, we know that we just have to do something because we took an oath. They did not take the oath for us. Like we took the oath, and the children are still out there.
But the fact that say as a person
Yeah.
that I want to open this door
Okay.
and somebody gets to tie my hand,
Okay.
even if I don't talk, someone open the door. How I want to open the door?
You go drag am. You
With
go
my
drag
hand
am.
dey tied.
Ah. You go try release
You
your
know,
hands
this is
now.
what I'm trying to say. There are some things that people expect the governor of Kogi State to do.
Yeah.
But no, it is the local government chairman that should do it. Do you know that?
Yeah. I think people do not really understand how governance works.
Okay.
Even though I'm not like a politician, because many people think like when you say the parliament and all of those kind of stuff, it's more about politics and all, but no, it's not that. So I think we over prioritize. Things are like supposed to be done by like all of us now. We know generally in Nigeria they'll say, oh, the government did not do this, but there are things that are supposed to be done by certain individuals. Like we need to start from ourselves. We don't like need to push everything because the government cannot do everything.
The government can.
Because if we should even like try to relate it to ourselves, if we were in such position, this one brings his own, this one brings his own, like we can't tend to everyone at once.
I feel like
That's why there are people appointed to take those issues.
but even the office that you occupy,
Yeah.
there is, see, in anything that you do, whether in Nigeria, in anything you do generally, there is always a lead. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Even that leader has a leader
Yeah, sure.
before he gets to the 001, which is our flower boy, the governor, right?
Yeah.
But there is always a leader in every station, every segment of the way. I feel like if things are budgeted, I'm not trying to drag anybody or call anybody. I don't even know what they do there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that there is always something that went wrong along the line. And if you're going to trace it, you know, most times they feel like I not be children.
Yeah, actually.
I'm very sure they must have made such statements, even in their closet or publicly.
Yeah.
Not be children. Sometimes they may not want to say it publicly because they feel like, the government can be mad. They have an office. They should be able to represent what they identify with to get. But sometimes you see people say, not be children.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to pay them? Are we supposed to? I don't know if you know what I'm saying. A lot of them. I'm not. This is not fact check.
Yeah.
I'm not saying because
Yeah,
I read
just,
or I
yeah.
saw. But I'm just saying as a Nigerian, most people don't really pay recognition to things that have to do with the children most times. Unless individuals, that's NGOs.
Yeah, NGOs.
Most times you see things that helps to build such things.
Yeah, it's
The
done
manner
by
of approach
NGOs.
is NGOs that actually push for those things. But then the government has set up a body. I feel like they should take responsibility for it. And if the government from the 001 is doing something, it should get to the people who are beneficiaries.
Yeah.
That's the people you are reaching out to, right? And as well, the people who are sent to meet the beneficiaries, which are you people, the representatives. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I feel like this thing is not, it's not a rocket science. It's not something difficult. I feel
Yeah.
like there's a way it should work, but it's not working like that. And that's how we're calling out the
Yeah, it's not
government
working
to
like
look
that.
into this, so that these children don't get weary, they don't get tired. Because whether you like it or not, Fatima can never be 20 for a very long time, 22 for a very long time, 30 years. No, she will get to 50, she will get to 60. And it is the legacy that she builds that other younger ones can take and start running.
Yeah.
But if they are regretting the actions they are taking right now, I believe they will not be able to ignite the fire in younger generations. Do you understand? So everything has a way of working.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to God that you're here to say this. And I'm also grateful to you for taking out this opportunity to be present in the studio.
I'm obliged.
Now, I want us to talk about the general. Is there anything about insecurity? Oh, Kogi is a peaceful state, to be very honest.
Yeah.
But your outreaches, how do you do them? Do you travel far or just remain around because of one or two? Tell me about your outreaches. And how do you fund your outreaches? I want to know that.
Okay.
And what have you, so that we can know where we are calling for support, partnership, and volunteering.
Okay, so we've not really done many outreaches. I think there was one we funded ourselves, like just the parliament. We funded an outreach ourselves. And
Yourself, meaning you used your money.
Yeah.
And you said you've not been paid.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So we used our money, and I think we've had at least 2 outreaches with Save the Children International when they were in Kogi. Yeah, there was a team in Kogi. Yeah. So they also like took us for outreach programs, and also even the ministry too. Sometimes we go for outreaches, maybe on international celebrations.
Yeah.
Like maybe International Day of the Girl Child. We go out to distribute hygiene kits for menstruation and all those kind of stuff, and also like talk to them about menstrual hygiene and those kind of stuff, and how you should know that gender-based violence is like, you should not you should not succumb to gender-based violence. Yeah. Just giving them a voice.
Yeah.
So those kind of stuff.
Okay, so how do you feel being involved in the participation of Children Parliament? How do you feel? Because for you to be called honorable, not be small name.
No, it's not.
So how do you feel being involved?
I feel really good, and I think there are also other different sectors I can go into, but being in the children's space, child development space, child protection space has been really good for me, even in capacity building. Okay. I cannot lie, that's like one personal advantage I've gained, even if they don't pay me money. Capacity day.
It's true.
Capacity don't show now. So
I like that.
And like I'm still going every day.
Yeah.
Doing different things, even like just normal visits to ministries and offices. Like it's helps me back because
it's a lot.
You can like learn things every day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So how can listeners support the Child Parliament and its initiative? People that are watching right now, how can they support? How can they get involved? Aside the fact that government will do something.
Yeah, sure.
Now, listeners, viewers, and what have you, how can they support?
Okay, so first of all, listen to a child.
Listen to a child.
First of all, listen to a child, because I think children in Nigeria have at least 40% percentage of the population. So how can you neglect such a high percentage? And also, people think like maybe children do not like really have things to say, but they do. And you'll be surprised when you like listen to a child. Like you're listening to me now. Like I'm saying things, so yeah. You should know that like children have things to say, and they can even contribute more meaningfully than some young adults can.
Yeah. Before you go ahead, I just remembered something that happened to me one time.
Okay.
I had a program. I had a program coming up, and I was asked to pick up some items like merch and what have you from the brand.
Yeah.
They sent it to popular car park to pick up, and then when I got there, I saw a small boy, very small boy. He just came, say, "Auntie, what's be your name?" I told him my name, and he went to pick up my items, started counting, because there were a lot of things there.
Yeah.
He started sorting them, counting a lot. This boy was so brilliant.
Yeah, so brilliant.
I like him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Come here, what is your name?" I can't remember. He said, "My name is Moses." I can't remember. I can't forget that. He said, "My name is Moses." I said, "You did go school?" He said, "No." I said, "But you first don't go school before." He said, "Yes." He stop. I said, "Why?" He said, "My mother no get money to." This boy is so confident.
Yeah.
He said, "My mother no get money to train me." And I'm like, "Whoa, where do you live? How about your dad?" I just started asking him a few questions.
Yeah.
And he could say a lot. And at some point, he became so emotional because the other boys, this guy is like, I think 7 years or so.
I'm even getting emotional now because it's something I can relate to.
The boys around, they were like, Moses don't see help out. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not be even help out. The fact that I could listen to this boy is a lot.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, where do you stay? What do you do? He said he hawks. Now, aside the fact that he hawks, his mom asked him to come there. They pay him 800 naira per day or 600 naira per day. I mean, all through the day, from morning to night, they get to pack way bill, keep way bill. When the person comes, they identify your load, they give it to you. That money now is for him to eat that day. Like, a lot of things was said, and I was like, if not for anything, at least to some extent that I know 1 or 2 NGOs, I can involve this guy's name to an NGO that pays for children's school fees.
Yeah.
But I now thought of another thing. Not be just to pay school fees.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yes, that's a part to be played. Yeah. But how about his feeding? How about uniform? How about upkeep? How about how he gets to read his books? Do you understand what I'm saying? If the parents don't prioritize these things, no matter how an outsider pick interest in a child, the outsider cannot. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was mentioning a quote.
Go ahead.
It says, "Well-nourished children are happier and perform better at school." So, like, if a child is going to school and he has not eaten, like,
you get the point.
You
get the point.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a lot, and we have a lot of brilliant children. I tell you the truth that people who are even more brilliant are outside the school system.
Of course. This also brings me to something I think my deputy speaker also said. I don't know why I'm just mentioning, but yeah, he's really out there.
He's a great person. Yeah, shout out to you, deputy speaker.
Yeah, Honorable Ibrahim Zanasnoma. Yeah, so he said that what if the world's most valuable resource is not gold, but the untapped resources in humans, and thereby he's speaking about children. Because myself, I've had conversation with children, and like when they tell you things, when you listen to them, you will know that there's something. Look at the girl that won the global English competition.
Yeah.
Nafisa is not the only girl who could do that. There are also many other children in the streets who could do that.
Yeah.
And what if there are even more children who could do even more than that for Nigeria?
Yes,
but they're out there in the streets.
That's true.
So
very true.
We just need to bring them into the space.
Yeah. And there is a better opportunity for them when they are in limelight.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Okay. Before I ask you one of the things you want to talk about, just if it's just like blank check, say anything. I hope that our viewers are listening. I hope our viewers are learning. I hope our viewers are taking notes of the things that they should do part-time. This podcast is not just for kids. I tell you for free, and I said it earlier, for parents, because every child needs a parent, whether biological parents, whether foster parents, spiritual parents, and what have you. There is always a need for a guardian, and that's why God created every parent as a guardian. Earthly, whether you don't know one before, no one today. Say you be mama or you be papa, you be earthly guardian. Not be you even get that pikin. Now God get them. But in carry you do guardian. So you have to take responsibility for your actions. We're not even talking about children that are in orphanages.
Yeah, because if you take every child you see as a child, I think the world will be a better place.
Yes.
Because people tend to treat their children better.
Yes.
But like when discrimination creeps in, that's when not be my picking now, not be me born.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, so this is me giving you a blank check, but it's not for 2 million naira check. Calm down. But you're getting there.
Yeah.
I must commend you. You're a great person.
Thank you so much.
So much up here. I like it, and I encourage people like this. So tell us something, myself and the viewers, there's something you want to talk about that you feel like they should know, something you want to say and you feel like they should attend to, like immediate. Do you understand? Just tell us something, anything, even if it's just a big shout out or what have you. Just say it. We're open.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to commend the Kogi State government for approving the free basic education in the UB schools. And also, I think more parents need to know about this, because even if you have a child in school, there's one of your neighbor out there who doesn't. So people should like get to know about it. And also, I think people need to pay more attention to children and also the Children's Parliament. Please, we need support.
Yeah.
We need support. Even if we don't even need the stipends, if I should say. But it's just like you can actually give it as honorarium.
Yeah.
But when we bring issues, please
that's a form
support
of
us.
appreciation too.
Yeah.
The stipend is not to pay your bills.
Yeah.
It's just to acknowledge that you're doing something. There is an office somewhere and people are doing what they should be doing. Yeah. So this is like an acknowledgement or a recognition or an appreciation. That you're not asking for too much, even if you have
because I think the Kogi State government needs to like really know about the Children's Parliament. Because most time they even carry out project without the Children's Parliament being involved. Yeah. Being involved. So we just later get to see it on the news and all of that. So I would like to call on the Kogi State government to please acknowledge the Kogi State Parliament, and this is like a public appeal, please.
Please, we beg you.
Yeah, we want to like have a meeting with the Kogi State governor and also the First Lady of Kogi State, and also parents out there, please listen to your children. Please try your best today or any day, tomorrow. Just try to help a child. We have a lot of children on the streets. Just help them, even if it's just like feed them for that day. Please just help, because it really matters. Because like I've seen children on the streets who, even about the education, they want to go to school. Like it's not like children don't want to go to school, because people will be like school and scam, but children really want to go to school, but they just have no means to go to school. I ever met a boy who was like doing bowler. I met this boy and I was like a bit emotional. So like we started to talk and all of that, and I was like, where do you stay? I saw him around Bishop Kauda school. So like it was like really early in the morning that day, like 8 a.m. I went to print something. So I was like, where do you stay? I thought he was even stay like maybe around that place and all of that. He was like, he's from, I think, the old market side. So like he trekked all the way to, and and he has started picking scraps and all that. He asked me to like, he thought I was working in the printing shop. I was like, do I have any like debts I want to pack? So I'll just like give him money and all of that. So like we got to talk and all of that. Like he was really interested in education, and I know that there are a lot of children out there, because I've like had conversations with them and they really want to go to school. So please, if there's anyone who can help, even with their like nutrition, because that's also a cardinal. It's one of the basic things, because as I said, in the child rights cluster,
Yeah.
we have survival, we have protection, we have development and participation. So you see, survival actually comes first. So please, like,
Before you can participate, you have to be alive.
yeah, because I know that on the streets today, we have children who,
And their need.
yeah, and the streets does not know their name. But we know that tomorrow we hear their names. Tomorrow we hear the names of children, but today the streets do not know their names. So please, let's like try to contribute to the development of children here in Kogi State. So like that's one of the, and that's one of the things and also shout out to our commissioner, Honorable Adria Fatima Momo. She has been like a mom, a listener, like I've been in the ministry for quite a while, and since this commissioner came, like she has really tried to like do stuff. Yeah, she's trying her best, like, because child development is not the only department, so she's just like doing a lot of things. So I'd like to shout out to her too, and also other directors in the ministry, and also our director of child department, Mrs. Folashade Olaniyan. She always speaks about us anywhere she goes. Like, she knows that we need the support.
Yeah.
But sometimes just that people do not listen. So like, but anywhere she goes, she always like tries to speak for us.
Out there.
Yeah.
That's great.
So-
That's great.
Also, I would like to shout to Save the Children International.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really doing a lot. They're doing a lot, because even like now, I would speak like from the national stage. Save the Children is doing a lot, because even while they were in Kogi State for the ANRIM project, that's
You mean saving the children?
Save the Children
Okay,
International.
Save the Children International.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a team here in Nigeria. So like they're in various states. So they were in Kogi State for a project, ANRIM project, that's accelerating nutrition results in Nigeria. And like they did not like just stop their project here in Kogi State, in Lokoja. Like they went to different local governments and they really did a lot. They also took us for outreaches and different things. Even though they were not like the project was not related to Ministry of Women Affairs. They were working with Ministry of Health, but they knew that their work concerns children, and they also like they used to reach out. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, all of una we don't see shout outs, collect them with full chest. You get wetin come my mind, and I feel like talking about it. Those of una wey dey say Gen Z head no dey down. I better make I ask you public, maybe Gen Z.
I be Gen Z now. I be where Gen Z stop.
So I don't know. It not even be like say you be Gen Z,
Azauna.
because the well of wisdom is too much for a Gen Z. I know Gen Z people will drag me in the comment section. It's okay. I don't have a problem with you guys. But this is an example to what we want Gen Zs to get involved with. A lot of them should be in the tech space, politics.
I'm a techie.
Hey.
I'm a tech girl. So I'll be releasing my personal brand very soon. Yeah.
All right. So we want a lot of you out there. We want you to do things. We want you to say the truth. Truth. Even if they feel by older people, they're not supposed to buy younger people. Because now we get the future.
Yeah, actually.
So please, I join my knee with a knee. We use beg Kogi State government to get involved. And we hope and believe that Kogi must be great.
Yeah, Kogi must be great.
All right. Thank you so much. If this is the first video you're watching on 360 Studio, my name is Omodi the Precious. Now me be picking where Omodi the Born. And now me be your special and one and only host for Media Nest Podcast 360 Studio. I go see you another time. Bye.